don't prioritize beauty, that's something that's fleeting. So beauty is misleading. It's not something you should put your priority in. And like, if you're a beautiful woman, your life sucks, honestly, because like you get attention from everywhere. You don't know who truly loves you because everybody talks a good game around you. Everybody just to get with you, just to get something out of you. People who say like, for beautiful women, it sucks. So everybody says like, man, I'm gonna love you, man. They promise you the world, and then as soon as you fall into that trap. It's crazy how many beautiful women I talked. Every single beautiful person I talked to in college at Tennessee State University, like they have always experienced the most trauma. Like for men, it's crazy, or women. It's crazy how bad they have been treated just because of how many opportunities come their way because of their beauty. Like it's not something. It's deceptive.
Basically, we have to get past surface level, what it looks like in a person. Oh, their life is so great. They have favor on their life. That can be deceptive. I think anything we see, I think there's a saying that says believe half of what you see and none of what you hear or something like that. But it's true because like they say, looks can be deceiving.
Women, all they want is to be praised. That's all they want is to be praised and to be affirmed, and they want attention. But not every attention is good attention. And that goes to Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. And then like Psalms 37:4 says, commit your ways unto the Lord, and he'll give you the desires of your heart. So what are your desires? Like women, you want attention, you want praise, like you want to be valued and cherished. Like girls just want to be cherished, man. It's so simple.
That's
like,
true.
It's rocket science. And then that's the thing. The world will tell you to act this way, be this way, do this to obtain this. And it's a lie. And that's what this verse is talking about. Charm is deceptive. Oh, hey, Uplifters. I didn't see you there. What's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Uplift Past Crossroads. Welcome to Ashley's YouTube channel, my sister-in-law's YouTube channel. Awesomely Ashley. That's her YouTube channel. Y'all make sure to subscribe. We got the best YouTube channels ever, the best ministries ever. So we got a treat for you guys today. So we're going to try to hit you guys with 2 videos. We'll see. But our first video is a verse that I keep on mentioning on our channel, and it's Proverbs 31:30. This is my son, by the way, Zion. He's saying hi. Hey, so the verse is Proverbs 31:30. It's one of the most popular verses in all of Scripture, and so yeah, let's do it right now. I'm gonna read it off to you guys. But you guys know it. You probably got it memorized. You didn't even know it. And babe, I need you to come get him. Okay, you need to calm down, man. Calm down. Like, you know what? Just go ahead and say something. Say your famous last words. Say to everybody. Say what you gotta say.
Hey, man.
Like, we're trying to talk to everybody and you're making noises. Why are you making noises? What you got to say? Okay. Nothing. You don't got nothing to say. That's what you got to say. Hey, that's not the video. All right, but anyways, the scripture verse is Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30. Charm is deceptive, beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. So this is coming from Proverbs 31, and I think a mother is writing to her son in this text, in this context, telling him what to look for in a wife. And this is the type of woman that you want. And she's letting him know, her son, that, charm is deceptive. It can fool you. I'm gonna get deep with that. She said that beauty is fleeting. It's temporary. It's nice now, but beauty fades eventually. I don't know, that hit somebody. Like stuff that was once new becomes old. What you felt about something before at the beginning, that becomes dead soon. You know what I mean? It rusts away. So beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. So there's some type of character, some type of value that a person can have. And it's love for the Lord that's going to make loving them even better, right? It's going to make that love for that person just grow, because that's something to be praised with the way that they conduct themselves because of their love and fear for the Lord. Right, fear, that's the key. So I'm gonna let Ashley take it over because I don't like to talk too much on the intro.
Well, hi guys, glad to be back here again. I'm over here taking notes, but I have this scripture up, and like Sean said, it's a very familiar passage. People always want to talk about the Proverbs 31 woman, right? This one verse, verse 30, is so jam-packed. Sean, if you want to pull it up.
Yeah.
But the first thing, I have the King James version up that I'm looking at right now, but the first thing that I'll say is it's starting with the word, Sean has, it says charm. Mine says favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that fears the Lord, she shall be praised. So I think in order to understand understand this passage, you have to understand the words in the passage, right? But just off the top of your head, if you don't know the deep meanings of the words, you can just think about, if I hear the word, like the first thing that comes to my mind, if I hear favor, I wouldn't think it would be deceitful or deceptive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just from like me thinking, like, people say I got the favor of God on my life. You know what I mean? You're not automatically thinking that means deceitful. But it says it's deceitful. And it says beauty is vain. Like the first thing we think about typically when we hear beauty is not vanity. But this proverb is helping us to understand that it is, right? So basically we have to get past surface level, what it looks like in a person. Oh, their life is so great. They have favor on their life. That can be deceptive. I think anything we see, I think there's a saying that says believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, or something like that. But it's true because, like they say, looks can be deceiving, right? It's in the Bible right there. Deceitful means guilty of or involving deceit, deceiving or misleading others. Synonyms for the word deceit is dishonest, untruthful, lying, insincere, and false. So this is telling you, like, these things may not necessarily be what it seems. That beauty is vain, and vain is like, synonyms for vanity is conceited, narcissistic. It's saying these two things go hand in hand, unfortunately. But that conjunction, but a woman that fears the Lord, she shall be praised. And if we had a room full of women right now, how many of those people in the room do you guys think would be the woman after the but? A woman that fears the Lord. And sadly, that number is dwindling in our society.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like just a little my little breakdown of the verse, Sean. It's apparent in how, our previous video we talked about how people dress. It's apparent in how people speak that
Yeah.
they're not necessarily this woman that fears the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Nah, you said some good stuff right there. Like, there's just a certain way that a person is going to conduct themselves that fears the Lord, men
mm-hmm,
or women. But this text
right.
is talking about women. Like, for a woman,
Mm-hmm,
like, if you fear the Lord, you're not going to dress like other women. You're not going to dress how the world tells you to dress. You're not going to operate how the world is operating. So that means just because a man says, like, you need to sleep with me or something like that, or they look good and or they got money and they a baller, a shot caller, like in the NBA. Like, that's another thing too. Like, I want to really like paint a picture to the women, man. Like, I want you. I remember when the NFL draft was happening in Nashville, Tennessee, like in 2018.
mm-hmm,
Like when I first was, no, 2019, when I first started talking to Maya, and everybody at TSU was talking about going because just the hope of a woman getting an NFL player, just the idea,
wow.
like, meant everything to them. Because like, that just makes your life so much easier. And that's the thing, like, to get somebody that's a millionaire or a billionaire, right? Like, and they have all the money in the world and they can give you the world, like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll settle for anything. Like, it don't matter
Mm,
how they treat you or what they do, long as they just give you money and kids, like, and just that life. Like, that's all that. See, a woman that fears the Lord knows better than that.
yeah,
She's to be praised because, a woman that's willing to settle for anything is not going to be praised for anything. Ooh, like,
that's good.
so like, and a woman who just allows other people to like step on them,
Mm-hmm,
and just tell them how to live and what to do. I mean, I keep on going, but
yeah,
like that kind of woman, they're not worthy of praise. Like, a woman who's worthy of praise is somebody that's willing to fight for something, die for something, like, and it's a great cause. Like, you know what I mean? It's not just something little or something stupid like these baddies and stuff. Like, so
yeah,
to go further, like, yeah, when God is your first priority in life, and you love Him truly, like, with all your heart, like, you're gonna surrender to everything that He tells you, and then it will lead you to the right places, loving the right men in the right situations. You know what I mean? And it's just gonna lead to you being praised because you're gonna be in places where you're truly valued, you're in
mm-hmm,
where people know your worth, and even regurgitate out your worth. That's where the praise comes from, right? When you're in the right situations, in the right places, you get praised how you deserve to be praised. And we talked about in a video before, like, women, all they want is to be praised. That's all they want is
Yeah.
to be praised and to be affirmed, and they want attention. Yeah, that's a good way. But that's what that is. It's attention. But not every attention is good attention. And like, if you're a beautiful woman, your life sucks, honestly, because like you get attention from everywhere, and you don't know what attention. You don't know who truly loves you because
Mm-hmm.
everybody talks a good game
Yeah.
around you. Everybody just to get with you, just to get
Mm-hmm.
something out of you, right? But a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised because they don't fall for that game. They're willing to wait on the Lord. They're willing to sacrifice and be patient for things that everybody else just, they're quick to try to obtain. Like I was saying with the NFL draft, like, yeah, it's okay to put yourself in situations like going to the NFL draft to try to get an NFL player. Okay. But to make that your life, like there's some women who do that. Like I don't know what to call. I just know like Brittany Reiner. That's a name.
Yeah.
It's certain basketball women and
Mm-hmm.
football women. All they do, like they've been with like 4 or 5 NBA players and NFL players, and they had like 9 kids from them. Like, you know what I mean? So like, and they only getting living off them from child support. Like, there's no respect that comes from that. At the end of the day, you may get everything you want, all the whole world, right? All of its pleasures and stuff. But will you get respect? So those are two different things: attention and respect. Which one you want, right? So, oh well, praise. Like it's not really respect. Let's talk about praise, like because you know I met Ashley's mom and dad and her grandmother. Like her Ashley got a great family. Like her women in her family are worthy of praise, right? Like
Oh, thank you.
they made sacrifices just like my mom and my good mommy, my dad's mom and my mom's mom, my good
Mm-hmm.
grandma. Like they make sacrifices that people wish their grandparents and mothers made. Like it's the standard, it's the blueprint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like so they're people automatically praise them just because they live a totally different life than everybody else. Like they've been married. My grandmother been married to my mom's parents. They've been married for 70 years, I think, and they just turned 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ashley was with us at the little
Mm-hmm.
gathering for them, and then it was the same thing for my dad's parents. They passed away like when I was like 21, 22, and 16, 15. So yeah, but they were married for just as long too. But like, who's married for that long now? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, I can say a lot of that, but I'll stop, Ashley, and I'll let
I
you
was
go.
gonna say, I'm gonna say something before I forget. Um, you mentioned about fighting and the baddies, and they'll just fight, just for the,
Yeah,
heck of it. But I was thinking about, we're making a comparison and distinction, right, between like let's just say a baddie and a Proverbs woman, right? We'll say it like that. Um, but the difference is like, the Bible tells us that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, and like we're fighting against spiritual things, right? So the difference between that baddie and physically fighting is a woman of God that shall be praised. Like they know how to fight in the spirit. They understand. Like, do you know how valuable that is to know that that weapon that we have is prayer, is trusting the word of God. Like that song, I'll never forget. I miss our life group so much, but like I think one of the first life groups I ever came, you told us like pick a praise and worship song or a song we like the most.
yeah,
And one of the ones I think you picked was Surrounded.
yeah, yeah,
Yes. I'm telling you, I used to love the life groups, but he picked the song Surrounded, and all it says, this is how I fight my battles. And this is how I fight my battles. It keeps on saying that. And it says it may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. And so like there's so much power in fighting in the spirit. And the thing about it is I have the Proverbs 31 pulled up from verse 10 through 31 of Proverbs chapter 31. It's describing everything about the Proverbs 31 woman.
yeah.
And I on my YouTube channel I did a kind of a series on Proverbs 31 woman. It was like three different videos, because you can break these verses down about her character, about sometimes women, and I'm glad we're doing this because sometimes I think when men talk about women, I've done it. If I hear a man talking about a woman, it can rub a woman the wrong way because it can come across as like what do people say, like misogynist, whatever the word is, or like how dare you type thing. But maybe when you hear it from a woman you can receive it better.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about a woman, how people always say, what do you bring to the table?
Mm-hmm.
This Proverbs 31 woman, when I tell you she was a businesswoman, she's like getting up early. She's not lazy. And so this culture for women is like that. The women, they make it like the woman doesn't have to do anything.
Mm.
Like literally just love me because I'm a woman or because I'm half naked.
Uh,
Like half the other women on out here are not doing, you know what I mean? Like what's setting you apart? And we talked about it in our previous video about how, and I want to touch on the word modesty because we talked about it last video. Modesty is like so beautiful, and I wish it was like cherished and appreciated more.
yeah, valued. Yeah.
But because if you see somebody that's literally covered, right? When we say covered, we're talking about how their clothes are covering them, but still they're just like beautiful. That lets me know like I'm setting myself apart, and we should be set apart. And but anyway, I think like I just wanted to touch on when you said about the fight. Like our fight is in the spirit. And the thing about it, think about when you're fighting physical fights or if you're fighting things in your mind. All these different fights is really stressing you out. And what does stress look like on a person? It's not beautiful at all.
Yeah.
You know when people say you don't look like what you've been through,
That's all John
and you see people like you kind of look like what you're going through.
Uh-huh.
But truly, that's because we're trying to fight fights that we shouldn't be. We're worried, we're stressed, and that's not beautiful. And it never once says in the Proverbs 31 woman that she was stressing and worrying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a loaded verse, it's a loaded concept, but I think truly like that surrender that surrendering your life to Christ, like his will, his plan, his way is so freeing.
Yeah.
Because for one, like what did that song that we just talked about, Surrounded, like this is how I fight my battles. Is the way I fight my battles is letting Jesus fight them for me. So that alone is so like, it's like I don't have to worry. Like you think about a child, how carefree they are. They're not worried and stressed.
Is Zion making a lot of noise? Can you hear him?
I can hear him, but it's not bad.
Okay. He messed up my video. I don't know if you saw it.
He turned it off?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He probably did something else. I'm trying to make sure he ain't do nothing else.
It says 1644, so it just paused for a second.
The video paused?
Like your face went away.
Okay, long the video didn't pause.
No, the pause. I don't think that paused. It just like you went away from it.
Long that, okay, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Just long the video didn't pause. Now, Ashley, man, you killing it, bro. Like, I mean, sister, like,
no.
like surrendering your life to Christ, like changes everything. It changes the ball game. And it leads to the attention, the praise, the value, the recognition, the work, like everything you're looking for.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, everything you're trying to do for your own happens naturally once you surrender.
Right. And that goes to Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. And then like Psalms 37:4 says, commit your ways unto the Lord, and he'll give you the desires of your heart. So what are your desires? Like women, you want attention, you want praise, like you want to be valued and cherished, like you want to be appreciated. You know, they didn't sing that song for nothing. You know, I'm feeling really unappreciated. Trying to crazy.
Right.
I forgot who sings that song, but y'all know.
No, it was Cherish, the group.
Cherish, yeah. Like girls just want to be cherished, man. It's so simple.
That's
like,
true.
It ain't rocket science. And like, and then that's the thing. The world will tell you to act this way, be this way, do this to obtain this, and it's a lie. And that's what this verse is talking about. Charm is deceptive. That is so powerful. Like Ashley broke down charm. So attractiveness, beauty, glamour, it's deceptive. And what does deceptive mean? It's a foolish game, like we talked about. It's sneaky, it's dishonest, it's misleading.
Yep.
So beauty is misleading. It's not something you should put your priority in. So I'm gonna talk about priorities. Like, what is your priorities? Like, so many women put so much looks on their looks. It's crazy. They put so much emphasis on their looks because commercials do it. The world does it. Like, you have to look youthful. You have to look like this. You have to be this skinny. I'm glad they don't do that as much because I can't stand skinny women, man.
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
nasty now. Like I like thick
Yeah.
women. Like
Oh
obese.
Lord.
Stop. Let me
But
stop.
you know what, Sean? I have to say this when you mentioned about the skinny women. Like back in the day, you look at like '90s movies, right?
Yeah, physique.
The what the every it was the end thing was to the standard was skinnier the better.
Right.
Now we're more in the curviness and people take it to the extremes, getting the BBLs and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's letting you know the standard of beauty is gonna change.
Right. And it's a preference. Like not everybody
Yes,
cares for
yes,
that. And that's the thing. Like that's how people justify it too. Like I want a big butt to get a big butt. I want big. But like if God didn't make you like that, you gotta work with what your mama gave you. You gotta work with what your God gave you. Like, and that's the thing. Like in today's time period, not just with women. This is with men too, and
yeah,
transgenders, everybody. Like so many people hate how they are and how they were made that they
yep,
want to change it. So it's really an identity crisis, right?
mm-hmm,
At the end of the
mm-hmm,
day, like if
yeah,
you feel like you let's be honest, sometimes like yeah, you need like I'm at 30% body fat right now, if I'm being honest. Like obviously I need to run. Like, I need to do something, right? That's too much. Because anything could happen at that point, right? I
yeah,
don't look like I'm 30, but like that's bad.
yeah, yeah.
So like in a certain situation, yeah, you need to work out, you need to take care of yourself, you need to do better. Like, okay, but
But
like
I think it's the why behind it.
you're right, yeah.
You
And
know
that's
what I
what
mean?
and that's all I'm going at. Like charm, beauty is deceptive. Like to make your life all about being beautiful, like people will do that to you automatically. Like if you're a beautiful person and everybody has always called you beautiful, then that's the standard for you, right?
Hmm.
It's already been set. So as soon as you hit 90, 80, 70, who knows, maybe 50, you don't look like you used to.
Right.
So like now you feel like your identity is taken away from you, and that's the dilemma. So like
Hmm.
what you
Hmm.
place your eggs in, what you invest in, and then what you you know put your identity into. When it's as soon as it's taken away from you, that's when suicidal thoughts can happen,
Hmm.
depression happens. Like you'll be in the darkest place ever. So that's why it's good to just put all your trust and hope in God, because a woman who fears the Lord will be praised. Right? If you
Hmm.
seek God first, you prioritize God first. Like don't prioritize beauty. That's something that's fleeting. And then that's what's crazy. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting. It's the same thing. It's saying the same exact thing.
Yep.
Because beauty fades, beauty is temporary, beauty doesn't last. Like, and even if you are beautiful, like if you got the most beautiful woman or most beautiful man to ever exist, like that man or that woman who's like, if I told you guys name, and this should be another video, I do it all the time on my YouTube channel, but if God placed 10 people, 10 women, 10 men in front of you that you have dreamed of being with, and I mean, it's the people. Shoot, people even surpasses your dreams. If God placed those 10 people in front of you and he told you to pick one, who are you gonna pick? For me, I can't even pick because like I don't even know my type. I got a lot of types. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know I don't know which where to go. Like God knows more than me. So until
Yeah.
you get to the point where you're just like, God, you get on your knees and you say, God, you pick for me. I don't know which one. Right? You know better
Hmm.
than me. Like, and that's where God came in with my wife. Like, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Like, it's a gift from the Lord. There's so many verses about it. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't come, from my choosing or anything like that. It was just
Right.
something that God gave me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, I had to be at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing in the right situation, all that stuff. Right. Had to line up for
Yeah.
me to be my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would argue that's how it works for everybody. I got
Hmm.
a woman that fears the Lord. So I have no choice but to praise her because how she operates. She deserves praise. For example, she take care of my son 24/7. I don't gotta take care of him at all if I don't want to, but I have to because I can't. My wife
Yeah.
deserves praise. She deserves a break.
Right. Right.
So like you see what I'm saying? Like beauty is fleeting. Like whoever you end up with, whoever you get, you can get Beyonce. Let's just use because that's the standard. Apparently, I don't think Beyonce beat Kelly Rowland, but let's just go ahead and go
I
there.
don't either.
Like so, like let's whoever your woman is, it could be a porn star. I don't care. So like if God gave you that person and you could love them for the rest of your life, I guarantee they will get old to you. And not just old physically. I'm just talking about like it's a toy you done played with. So now you're done. Like it ain't the same. It ain't like the first time. Like
Right.
beauty flip phase. The honeymoon phase. Like everything phase. Nothing putting your eggs in that basket, it don't last.
Yeah.
It's That's the world order we live in. And until you get
Hmm.
to the point where you are willing to put God first and look to him for your satisfaction, your contentment, your happiness, your joy, your pleasure, like you'll never be satisfied. And honestly, you'll never get the praise that you're looking for,
Yep.
because you will always be looking for worldly things to fill that void when it was meant to be God, right? This
Hmm.
verse is talking about so much, man. Like, are you putting worldly things before God? Because if you are, it's not going to end well. That's what that verse is talking about, right? Like, yeah, go ahead, Ashley. I know you want to say something.
Well, I mean, it's like it is that, you know what? I gotta go a few verses up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just have to because I'm looking at it.
We just need to do a
Um,
study on it, by the way, because like I've been dying
yeah,
to do Proverbs 31. I've been dying to.
it's amazing.
Yeah,
Even
a
starting
lot.
with the whole chapter, but
Yeah.
just a few verses up. Again, like I mentioned, it's talking about just like Sean just praised his wife. It's just a psalm. I'm sorry, a proverb praising this woman. So
Mm-hmm.
many praises, right? I'm not going to read all of them, but I would encourage you all to take them. It's not going to take long to read these verses.
Yeah.
And it almost sounds like a song, like she's
Mm.
this, she's that. I could go on and on about her this way. You know what I mean? Because it's beautiful,
Dang, you killing it. That sounds like a good song.
right? But I love. I gotta start. I'll just start it. This is so good. Okay,
It
let's
is.
start at verse 24. And it says she makes linen. She makes, we just talked about this before because we're going through a national storm, but she makes linen garments and sells them. This woman makes clothing and sells them, so that means she's a businesswoman. Like she brought something to the table
Yeah.
for her family, for her husband.
Not waiting for a man to do it.
No, she rises early. And the thing about it, her husband, I touched on this when I did the video, she's not just married to anyone. Her husband is King Lemuel. Don't know a thing about him, but he's a king. I don't. I just don't.
I
But I'm
don't even.
sure if he's a king, that's got to be a good, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but this woman does, and the thing about it, you could have your man as a king or a provider, but you can still bring something to the table. She's still bringing something. She's trying to contribute, and she's making these garments and selling them and supply sashes for the merchants. I love 25. It says strength and honor are her clothing. We talked about yesterday, and we've been talking about the clothing. Not once did it say like how she dressed fashionably, but it's saying that what's clothing her is her strength and honor, and she shall rejoice in time to come. So her spirit is a spirit of rejoicing. I'm excited about the future. That's just who I am. And it says she opens her mouth with wisdom, and on her tongue is the law of kindness. This is what we have here is a well-rounded person. You can't just have beauty. That's just like I'm telling you right now, you can't.
It's just a cherry on top. Like,
It's just a I mean, at the end of the day, like Sean's saying, it's gonna fade. But
yeah,
if all I had was my beauty, well, I don't want to say it like that, because even like even people that don't understand what we're talking about and they are beautiful, you do at least have one other quality. You
yeah,
could be awful, but you at least probably have one good thing about you. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, I don't want somebody to want me just because I'm beautiful. I do not want that to be the reason why I'm picked and chosen because I'm beautiful. I don't want that. The best compliment I have ever received in my life does not deal with when someone tells me I'm beautiful. It deals with when someone compliments my spirit, my personality. That touches me more than you saying I'm beautiful. That's just me personally. It really does. And so we're going on. It talks about she watches over her household. Blah. I don't want to say blah 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 because these are great, but I'm gonna go on.
oh snap. Okay, we'll get her back. Hey, what's up? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, last thing, verse 29 says, many daughters have done well, but you excel them all. That's a huge compliment. You mean tell me, and the reason why I excel them all is because I fear the Lord. There's gonna be more people. It's saying many daughters done well. Many people are beautiful out here. Many people have great qualities, but you excel them all. And then it's telling you why. Because verse 20, our verse of the day is charm is deceitful and beauty is passing, but a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised. And
Mm-hmm.
then 31 says, give her of the fruit of her hands and let her own works praise her in the gates. So at
Yeah.
the end of the day, her works are going to speak for herself itself.
Right.
It's not going to be like, the thing about it is, Sean said yesterday, when a woman is dressed like provocatively or like showing a bunch of skin, it's like she's trying to fish for something, or she's like, it's for a reason. Something's off for you to feel like you have to do that. But when you don't feel like you need to do that, your works, everything you do, your life is it's like a living testimony that should always be pointing back to God.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is you don't have to say a word.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it on that. It's
Mm-hmm.
just oh, this is good too. I just noticed and you mentioned too that the Proverbs 31 it says the words of King Lemuel's mother. You
Mm-hmm.
know how you say, well, people say the saying, well, you can't bring her home to your mom. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
woman's in a different category. You can't bring her home to mom. But
Right.
how would you want someone's mother to talk about you?
Right.
Look how his mom is talking about her daughter-in-law. That's awesome. I know,
Mm-hmm.
like, whenever I first was talking, meeting Jonathan and his family, I was so nervous, and I'm like, I want them to like me. And even like after coming around for a long time, I was like, I don't know if they like me. And John's like, they do, they love you.
Right.
I don't know, but you should want that. Sadly, some people could care less.
Right.
And what you're doing is you're creating division. People don't even speak to their own families because of the woman they chose.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm.
sad,
Yeah.
but it's a lot. This is great. I love these verses.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say too, like your character matters more than anything else. Like God's trying to do so much more in your life than just the little things that you because honestly, anything that you want is little compared to what God's trying to do in your life. Like,
That's good.
you know what I'm saying? Like our needs and wants are completely different, and God prioritizes our needs over our wants. And when I say that, I'm saying that like God's way more into making you more like Christ, maturing you, like molding you into who you need to be for heaven. Like he has a
Mm,
bigger picture in mind than just you getting married, you getting that man, like you getting kids. Like, you know what I mean? Those are little goals, but it's
yeah.
going to get you to being the person that God needs you to be before you die, so you
Hmm.
can serve His kingdom for all eternity, right? Like it's just a bigger picture. You gotta have the end in mind. And honestly, we don't have that end in mind because we don't know what that entails. Only
Yeah.
God does. But like your life is just a proving ground and just a starting place of your faith, like for all
Hmm.
eternity, right? So like, I like how earlier Ashley said like this is a surface level verse. Like if you read it, like it's just service level. You got to get down to the trenches. So like a
Hmm.
woman who fears the Lord will be praised. Like God, let me tell you something, man. Like Ashley can attest to this too. Like when God got a hold of your life, man, and you're obedient, and that's hard to do because like honestly, God calls us to obey Him in different ways.
Hmm.
Like a lot of times people be like, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. No, it looks different for all of us. Because
Yep.
everybody has different vices,
Hmm.
different ways to be enticed to sin, temptations, like and then just different experiences, different giftings, different culture that they grew up in. Like, it's a lot of factors that come into your walk with God, and all of it
Yep.
matters.
It
And so
does.
like your character that made you in where all that stuff made you into who you are today. And
Hmm.
like so many women, man, it's sad. And Ashley can attest to this too, because even looking for a man, it's kind of sad. Like I would hate to be dating in my 30s because like even in my 20s it sucked. Like especially in my 20s. Like, like the
It
maturity
definitely sucked because I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to
level.
because that's one thing I know for a fact I could talk about because I experienced it and it was awful, and
Right.
I'm so glad that I'm married and done with that because it can easily get to a point where it's like, now God, is there, which I'm thankful I didn't have that mindset, but so many people think there's no good men. There's no
Right.
good men left. There's no good black men left. They're all taken. So I'm just gonna live how I almost cuss. I did not want to cuss.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna live how the heck, however I want to live.
Right.
But the problem is like Sean said, it comes back to that surrender. Because the same way once you surrender your whole life, like my dad always says this, he teaches Sunday school and he says, we give our lives to Christ, which is the biggest thing we can give him is our lives. But
Right.
we have a hard time giving him like our finances or our plans or our
Right.
or our future, or our mortgage, whatever it
Yeah.
is. And I also am glad that you mentioned about the marriage thing, because it kind of ties into a video we'll probably do another time. Um, I think a problem is you mentioned priorities. I don't think your priority, man or woman, in life should be to get married,
Yeah.
especially with women. I don't think it's a problem with men.
Oh no,
From
it is.
women from a
But
young age, we're just predisposed from the movies, all the Disney movies. You get princess wants to find the prince and get saved by prince and get married, and we just always just want to get married. And if we're not married by this age, we think something's wrong with us. And you know what I mean? The closer I got to marriage, or the closer, like, me and Jonathan were together for a long time before we got married, and some people are like, "Well, you guys were together for too long," or "What's taking so long?" You just start hearing this stuff,
yeah,
and it's like, first of all, mind your business. But no, it's easy to even myself think that way. And I
yeah,
was like, oh my gosh, thinking, when are we gonna get engaged? And the minute when we got engaged, I was ecstatic. But then it was like, the closer I was getting to marriage, I'm like, do I even like, not do I want to get married, but it was like I truly had to ask myself, why do you want to get married? Do you want to get married just because that's what you're supposed to do? Like, you know what I mean? And we don't ask ourselves those questions. And I'm kind of just setting our next video up, or
yeah,
if we touch on it now, but like, your end goal should not be marriage. Your end goal should not be beating my face and being the most beautiful person in the room physically. Your end goal should not be having the most expensive designer bag. Your end goal should not be like being, you know what I mean? Like Sean said, your end goal should be, God, what is your plan for my life? How can I please you in everything I do and say today? And I think that's going to set you up to be in the right rooms. Like Sean said, everybody was trying to be at the NFL draft. What if God has your man at Kroger and you're
right,
sitting up there worried about being at the NFL draft and they don't want you,
yeah,
period. Like, they don't want you. I'm sorry.
yeah,
But you sit here so worried about X, Y, and Z. Oh, I gotta be here. I gotta be at the club. I gotta be wherever. I gotta even try to find them at church. No, what if God wants you to go to the gym and find them? We'll just go to the gym. And we talked about this in Sunday school. It was when Jesus called Simon Peter and all the disciples. Like, they were working when they got called. So you need to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to.
yeah.
And I know I did just say a mouthful there, because I was like, I was like, you know how the preacher said, I feel my help coming.
Right. Now we tearing it up. We tearing it because, like, honestly, Ashley, like, you tore it up. Like, we need to do a whole video series on Proverbs 31. Like, I've been dreaming of doing it, but honestly, it's so good. We got to do it verse by verse.
You have
And,
to.
and when you do it verse by verse, then every single time you do a verse, you could always play around with it and move
Yeah.
around, and you can always come back. You know what I mean? Like, you're
Yes.
not limited because it's so good. Like, and a
It's
Proverbs.
amazing.
And the more you read Proverbs 31, the more you realize, and the more you read the book of Proverbs in general. Again, Proverb is a general revelation about life, a statement made about life. And from those statements and observations about life, you can draw conclusions,
Mm-hmm.
lessons, and meaning and teachings about what life has to offer. And if you apply them to your life, you'll be prosperous and successful. So, like, this proverb is telling you, like, all of Proverbs 31 is telling you, like, the type of woman that you need to be. Like, this is it. Like, you don't wait for a man to come save you, like the Cheetah Girls sing. Like, there's no what you need to quit being like Cinderella. Sitting in a cold, dark, dusty cellar. Like, so, like, because
Yeah.
God is trying to do something in your life too. You're
Yes.
waiting for a man to come save you when he already did. His name is Jesus. Right?
Amen.
Like, Jesus has gave you everything you need to succeed right now. And so many women are waiting for that moment to serve, to have meaning, to have
Mm-hmm.
purpose, and it comes from a man. No, it don't. The man already came. It's Jesus. You have him, right? You accept him as your Lord and Savior. So now it's time to live it. Like, and honestly, everybody's working on different. Go ahead. I know you.
I was about to say, but the problem is, like, when you said about Jesus, the man already came.
Yeah.
We're not even serving Jesus. We're not even
Right.
serving him right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that you have to have it all right before your man's gonna come, but what I will say is, for me, it's better if you have that relationship with God first,
Yeah.
because it's just like you already know how to serve. Because, like, that's why Paul talked about, if it was up to me, I wouldn't even want you to get married, because I'd rather you stay like me, because he's full-time serving God. Once you get married, you have to balance serving God and your spouse, and you better not have kids. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? Because we only can do so much.
Right.
But the thing about it is, it's a helpmate. You come together.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't mean to cut you off on that part. But I was
You
just gonna
good.
say, it was so true. Like, I love when you said that you waiting on a man to do all this for you, and he already did.
Right.
But we don't see the value in Jesus, and it's sad to say we don't.
And it's just so, like, it's so deep, right? Like, God is trying to do so much in every single one of our lives. But like I'm
Hmm.
talking about for a woman, right? Like for a
Yeah.
woman, man, like when you get married, and I'm talking for my wife too, like this is what I learned. Like, you know, you don't just become who you envisioned you would be in marriage. Like, like when that moment comes. Like you are everything that you have been up to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like what you are yesterday is making who you are today. So like in marriage, like there's so much stuff that you have to do. Like, are y'all gonna be in debt together? Like, are what you want y'all
Mm.
have student loan debt? You know what I'm saying? Like, or are y'all in medicals? You have medical debt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
do you have car debt? Like, what do you have in your name? How much money do y'all have? Like, what's your net worth? Do y'all own houses? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much that in a marriage, like a spouse can hold you back if they're not. That's what I'm saying. A spouse can hold you back, or you can hold them back from evolving and improving if you ain't done your part.
Yep.
Like, because marriage is a teamwork. It's a team job. Like, it's a team effort, and one person can't do it all. And one person may be the star in one role, but I guarantee they're gonna fail in the other role, like in other roles. Like nobody has it all. Nobody can do it all. Nobody's perfect in
Right.
everything. And when you're married, that's why you're married, to lift each other up, help each other where the other person's weak, to be the other person's strength. When they don't have any strength anymore. Like marriage is just a pull and a tug, kind of like trying to
Hmm.
get each other to y'all's destination. So the question is, which is another video I want to do, Ashley, and you can tell me you want to do it. I don't know if you're gonna remember, but like it's a photo that I had. I should totally show you guys, but like in a marriage, like we have goals and we're trying to work towards something. But
Hmm.
if you're with the wrong man, like some men don't even have goals. They're not ambitious because they don't live with purpose and they don't know God. And when you don't know God, you don't know which direction to go because you're lost, right?
Right.
And so like, and the man's called to lead at the end of the day. How can they lead if they don't know where they're going? And
Mm.
that's sometimes a woman's waiting on that. But I'm not going to act like some women don't know where they want to go, because there's some preacher women that I know and they know exactly where they want to go. Like, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every woman's different. Like, so like, and that's the whole point. Like, you need to know what you're getting yourself into. So like this Proverbs 31 woman is off the chain. Her the standard's high for a woman. Like if this is the standard, if you really look at the book of Proverbs, for anybody that looks at the book of Proverbs, like you'll be like, man, I'm the foolish person in the book of Proverbs. Like if you're honest with yourself, I'm the
Yeah.
quick tempered person. I'm the person who's rotten, who has rottenness in my bones because I have a woman that nags me all the daggone time, and I just want to be on the edge of. It's better to be on the edge of a rooftop than it is to be with a nagging wife. A nagging wife is like a dripping water from just keep on dripping. It's annoying. It's annoying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some people are living that. In the book of Proverbs telling you what to avoid. And in the book of Proverbs 31 is telling a woman what you need to become to have a successful marriage, to have a successful life, to be praised. And like this ain't easy. Because like this woman, she's an entrepreneur. She has it going on by herself without her man. Right? She can
Yep.
do it. She can take care of herself without her man. So that's the question. Can you take care of yourself without a man, without somebody
Mm.
supporting and helping you? I don't know. It's funny because like in the day's time period, we put so much of a uh emphasis on like an independent woman, right?
Yep.
Like women have to do it all and do what men do. But like this Proverb 31 woman ain't operating like that. It said like the
Mm-mm.
first verse that Ashley read, like she has a side hustle. So
Yep.
she's still with her man, doing what she need to do in the house, right?
Yep.
With her children and stuff, hasn't forsaken the family, right? And then she still serves her man too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like her man can depend on him. It's a lot. And that's the whole
Hmm.
point. Like marriage ain't easy. There's a lot of jobs, a lot of tasks, a lot of things you're taking on. And it's constant. It doesn't
Yeah.
stop. It's awful, honestly. Like, it's a lot. Right. So that's why I would argue, we'll talk about this on another video, because somebody
Yeah.
in a comment section on my Twitter, like, she doesn't think that she thinks everybody's called to be married. And I
Mm.
made a statement saying on one of my tweets, I said that not everybody's called to be married. It's just like not everybody's called to be a Proverbs 31 woman. Like, I wish, that's the standard. And I'll make an even bolder statement. Not everybody's called to be like Jesus. 'Cause let's be honest. Like, you got to humble yourself to be like Jesus. You got to
Yeah.
listen to God and surrender to Him to be like Jesus. You got to deny yourself to be like Jesus. And who's going to do that?
Right.
So like, like this ain't something that you can just concoct and become yourself. It's something that takes time. It
Mm-hmm.
takes vision. It takes, truly meditating on the word, spend time with God, and just becoming something that you're not. Because this is something that people aren't. And honestly, my mom is this. My grandmother is this.
Mm-hmm.
My other grandmother is this. Like I seen it. My auntie Mary is this. Like I seen it up close and personal. Like my auntie Mary, for example, was the most beautiful woman on earth. Like she was beautiful. I even thought my auntie was pretty, and that's crazy because like it's honestly it's hard to tell. Well, cousins are easy, but you know what I'm saying. Like some people,
Yeah.
it's hard to see if they're pretty or not. Like my mom, I could never tell.
Yeah.
I'm not checking out my mom. Well, my sister. I'm not checking out my sister. Like
Right.
so, like you know what I'm saying. So like, but certain people, like you just know, like they got
Yeah.
it going on. That was my auntie Mary. Like she was the most beautiful woman ever, but she was single. But
Mm-hmm.
man, she was a woman to be praised. Man, the way she took care of me and my siblings, her niece and nephews, man, she made that her life, and that deserved. And when she passed away, man, she got all the praise. Even before she passed away, we gave her all the praise that she deserved. Man, I wish I would have gave her more. So and that's the thing, like those type of women, man. And you guys know, if you have a good mom, I feel like a lot of people have good moms. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
ain't nothing beats a mom that you don't even got to tell what you need. What you're struggling with. Your mom just show up and just give you whatever you need. Your mom already knows. You know what I mean? She
Yep.
already has the answers. And that's my mama. You know what I mean? I'm so grateful for my mama. And like that type of woman, man, that's true beauty right there. That's the whole point. Like so many people are putting so much emphasis on physical looks. Like if I look like this, like on Instagram, like if I look like this, people gonna think this. But like we talked about, man, that's putting a ring on a pig. It ain't no different. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're fooling yourself and you're fooling everybody else. But as soon as people get to know you and get close to you, know the real you, we see the kind of flaw and phony that you are. So
Yep.
like that's this text, man. You want true praise, you gotta do things God's way. You gotta trust in the Lord. Stop leaning on
Mm-hmm.
your own understanding, thinking that these looks are gonna give me this and that. Because your looks may put you in the wrong situation in the wrong place. And you're
Yeah.
gonna be taken advantage of, hurt, abused, raped. Like you see what I'm saying? Like, and
Mm-hmm.
so many people have experienced that because that's where looks take people.
Yeah.
But looks can
It's
also
true.
open doors that, can keep you safe, protected around men and women that truly value you and know your worth and truly appreciate you. Because ain't nothing worse than being around people who talk a good game, but they don't walk it. And when I say that, I'm saying like people who say, like, for beautiful women, it sucks. Everybody says, like, man, I'm going to love you, man. Ooh, man, they promise you the world. And then as soon as you fall into that trap, ooh, man. Like, if I'm being honest, like in college, it's crazy how many beautiful women I talk to. I feel like it's like 99% of them. Every single beautiful person I talked to in college at Tennessee State University, like they have
Mm-hmm.
always experienced the most trauma. Like for
Yeah.
men, it's
Yep.
crazy, or women. Like like it's crazy how bad they have been treated just because of how many opportunities come their way because of their beauty. Like it's not something. It's deceptive,
Yeah.
right? That's the whole point of this verse.
And
Like,
and most of the time, like they say, like us the saying that says the biggest smile can be hiding the most pain or something like
mm,
that. And
yeah.
so often you see people that are beautiful. Like I have an instance, and this is not me trying to like say how beautiful I am, but I will never forget. I struggled with low self esteem like from like a teenager through I don't know. I don't know for years though. But I remember my mom, she used to always tell me, "You're so beautiful." Like oh, you look so pretty. And I was so my esteem was so low, I would think she was lying to me.
Hmm.
Like I remember this one time, I'm like, why are you lying to me? And that same Sunday at church, somebody complimented me. And I was like, Mama, they said I was so pretty. She was like, I just told you that. Like I tell you that all the time. But anyway, the problem comes when you're beautiful and you don't know it,
Hmm.
that can get you in worse trouble. And I've experienced like and this is directly to a woman, when you, like Sean's been saying, like how women just want that attention, that affirmation. And the problem is when you didn't receive it, it's a father plays a huge role in that. If you didn't receive it from your father, or like your father wasn't in the picture, or he was there and he maybe, didn't his love language isn't words of affirmation, it was being a provider, it was acts of service, whatever. But if you're not used to getting that attention, and what you weren't shaped and molded with that love, that type of attention from your father, when you're getting it from guys, it could be like, let's just say you're in an abusive relationship. They're beating you up upside your head, but like they've also been giving you that attention, or it's from attention from someone that could care less about you. They're just with you or saying things because they know you want to hear that, or you know it's not a good situation, but you're entertaining it because bad attention is better than no attention at that moment.
Right.
And it's just so deep, and it can be life changing, you know what I mean? Because again, that Proverbs 31 woman is not going to just be entertaining any and everyone.
She don't got time.
She don't have time. Or like if somebody says like you look good, they'll be like, I know.
Right.
Like tell me something I don't know.
Right.
So,
She
and
got
we
her
were talking
priorities
about
straight. Yeah.
the vain definition came up. The word vain was a synonym for deceitful or whatever. Or yeah, no, it said beauty is vain. And another thing was talking about being conceited. It's not conceited when your confidence is from Christ. You know who you are. You're supposed to be walking like you are someone because you are.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, man. Ashley, I talked forever, man. You got anything else? Because
no, I
I,
think we balance it. I think we
I,
balance it out good.
yeah. I try not to talk for like 5 minutes. I feel like the last time I just talked was 5 minutes or something, maybe 10.
No, no, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think this is a good segue into the next video. Like Sean said, that lady mentioned about how everyone's called to be married.
Right.
And
Yeah.
do you know what? I'm gonna say something right now. If you're gonna tell me everyone's called to be married, how dare you say that? Because what about the people that never get married? Are you
Right.
telling me they're not walking in their calling? You're limiting God right now if you
Right.
sit up here and say everyone's called to be married, and there's billions of people that aren't. So you're telling me God can't use them?
Uh huh.
Because what is a calling exactly? So she made me mad. I'm sorry.
Well,
She made me mad.
I want to do a different video on it. I want to see if John's going to join in.
No, no, we can definitely. But I was just wanting to say that. But yeah, it's just you gotta be careful what you say because people will run with that and feel some type of way
Yeah.
if they're not married.
Right.
But yeah, that's a whole nother day.
Yeah. We'll probably do it right now, guys. We'll see you in a bit, man. Like, all right, but you guys know the drill. So we just did a verse of the day. We hit you guys with another proverb. If you enjoyed this video, man, you make sure to like and comment and subscribe to our channels. Please like and comment. Or if you don't like and comment, you're doing us a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice because YouTube will present you with more videos like ours if you just
Mhm.
like and comment. Okay, so please, don't just subscribe. Don't just click the bell. To be notified anytime we upload a video or we're dang, I'm not even subscribed. So yes, after you subscribe, you click the bell and then you hit all, so you're notified anytime we upload a video, anytime we make a post. You just always inform what's going on with our channel. So this is Ashley's channel, Awesomely Ashley. I'm a subscriber now. I'm sorry, Ashley. That's
That's okay.
awful.
We need to get my subscribers up, guys. It's like it's okay.
It's
They're
never gonna
coming.
go up.
They're
I want you,
coming.
Ashley, pay attention to this number. It's gonna go up just from us doing videos. All right, so it's 121 right now. Yeah, so y'all keep counting that.
Yes.
All right, and so then also this is my channel, and so please, if you enjoyed this video, you want to listen to way more Proverbs, check out this playlist on my YouTube channel, Uplift past Crossroads, and you can get your fill of the book of Proverbs. And also I got a Proverbs 31 woman, Proverbs 31 playlist. Anytime we talk about that on my channel, so this is our 7th video doing that. And then also I got a playlist now with my sister-in-law Ashley Jenkins. So
Woohoo.
anytime we do a video, you'll see all our videos right here. So if you want to listen to all that, this will be filled up way more than what we got right now. This is our 2nd video. So y'all go to here, okay, to watch way more of us. And then also this is Ashley's TikTok. She is Awesomely Ashley. Awesomely Ashley is her username on most socials. I think that's her username on
Mhm.
Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
probably Snapchat.
Yes.
So yeah, and then Facebook. Please befriend us on Facebook, and when you befriend us, just send us a DM and ask a question, and we'll do a video on the question that you're asking. That's what we're gonna do today. All right, we're gonna talk about what somebody said on my Twitter page, which was crazy. All right, so you guys get ready for that. All right, but all right, Ashley, you want to say bye to your people, your subscribers, your
Bye,
family,
guys.
whoever? All right,
Yes.
yeah,
Again, I'm so grateful that we're doing these videos. This is like a dream come true for me, honestly, because I love doing the videos. And I think once you get like a partner up with someone, you feel like, okay, we're gonna do it. It's happening. So I'm excited. I appreciate the follows. I appreciate the likes, the shares. Keep them coming. This is like not us bragging, but like we're some of the best out here when it comes to talking about God. Like it's just because we're passionate about it, and that makes a difference, right? Because anybody can sit here and tell you or read you or whatever, but it's a difference when somebody's called and it's passionate, they love it. So, but yes, like Sean said, don't just like subscribe, like it, comment, like whether you
Right.
agree or disagree, that's fine, because that's how we grow, that's how we learn. You could tell us something that we didn't even think about before. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, I
That's
ain't gonna
it.
lie. We may do a video on what you say if it's something crazy. So that's what we're about to do right now. We're about to talk about what somebody
Yep.
said crazy on my Twitter page, which was wait until y'all see this. So let's go on my questions from social media players. We'll see you guys in a minute. Leave a comment if you watched all the way to the end. Leave a comment if you want us to do another video on a proverb, a scripture verse, whatever. All right, we'll talk to you guys in a minute. Peace.